Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Live from the Wrist. Hope you guys are doing well today. We've got another watch we're going to be going over today. Today is actually a watch I have on my wrist. It is a Tudor Prince Oysterdate. This one dates to the 80s. This is a fairly special watch. This is not just your average Tudor Prince Oysterdate. This is actually the jumbo version, which I think fits extremely nicely on the wrist. Quite a modern size in my thought. It's a real pleasure to be able to wear this watch. This watch is available on the Live from the Wrist store. I'll put a link in the description so you can, the description of this video, so you can check out this video. There'll be more pictures and images there, and a little bit of a blurb about this watch. We also have a corresponding article that's going to be on our website, so be sure to check out the editorial section of Live from the Wrist if you want to check out some more about this watch. What we're going to be doing is giving you a close-up of this watch. You can see this watch in the metal as it runs. I'll give you some history on the Tudor Prince Oysterdate, the jumbos specifically, and then obviously showing you this really beautiful watch. So without further ado, let me flip perspectives so you can check out this watch. All right, welcome back to the video, guys. We're going to be looking at this Tudor Prince Oysterdate from the 1980s. This is a watch that I think is an extremely great piece of value within the watch world. I think there's you know, obviously it's a fairly popular watch among watch collectors who are looking for something a little bit more affordable, and also something that's that has an absolutely incredible sort of aesthetic to it. So without further ado, let's just get straight into this video. So just so you know, the strap that I have on here is just because it's the strap that I want to wear it on. I'll show you the strap that this specific watch comes with. Like I said, it is available on the Live from their store, so it's going to come with something different. But to talk a little bit about this specific watch, so this is a Tudor Prince Oysterdate. It's the reference 90814. This is the Tudor Prince Oysterdate jumbo version. So normal Tudor Prince Oysterdates come in at about 36 millimeters, I think 34, 36 millimeters. But Tudor did create a couple of references that are referred to as jumbos by collectors. And the jumbos are basically versions of the Tudor Prince Oysterdate and the Tudor Prince Day that have larger cases. So this watch has a 38 millimeter case at 20 millimeters for the lug width. But what's really great about the 38 millimeter case is that it allows for this watch to actually fit in quite nicely on a modern wrist. I have smaller wrists, as you can kind of see here, but this actually fits really, really nicely on my wrist at 38 millimeters. The watch dates to 1983, according to the serial number that starts with 95. And as you can see, this watch is actually in phenomenal condition. This watch has a stainless steel case, as you can see here. Stainless steel cased Tudor Prince Oysterdate, and has a white fluted bezel, which I think has a really nice shine to it and sort of makes it a little bit more dressy. As you can see, kind of a silver cream dial to it, date at 3 o'clock, and just a really nice, simple everyday watch that you can kind of get here. Has the oyster case, which is very typical of sort of Rolex watches that are made that are very similar. The Tudor Prince Oysterdate oftentimes is compared to the Rolex Datejust, as it has basically identical design and aesthetics to it. As you can see on the dial of this watch, you can see applied Tudor logo at 12 o'clock and hour markers. So that's a little bit about this specific watch. As you can see here, I've actually put it on this rubber strap that has an integrated bracelet. This watch does come with a Jubilee bracelet, and so what I did was I actually took the clasp off, attached it to this bracelet, which allows this watch to be quite a nice sort of summer watch, as opposed to wearing it on a leather strap. The watch also comes on this this black strap, very simple, just a black leather strap with a silver buckle on it. So this is the specific strap that it's going to come on. So just to get into kind of what I love about this watch a little bit more, at 38 millimeters, like I said, it fits a modern wrist really nicely. So what I'm going to do for you is actually put it on my wrist really quickly. There we go. So you can see here, this actually fits my wrist really nicely. I have a smaller wrist, but at 38 millimeters, it really fits. It doesn't overhang or anything like that. It just fits really, really nicely. Now you're probably looking and you're seeing this gap between the rubber strap and the bracelet and the case of the watch. I'm not too concerned about that. This bracelet isn't made for this specific watch. Lugs are a little bit longer than what this strap is specifically made for, which is an Explorer 2. So I really like the size. I think it fits in with a kind of a modern aesthetic. Sometimes when you're looking at vintage watches, they don't fit as they fit a lot smaller. I think a good comparison is this Vacheron from the 1950s, which is much smaller and is a little bit more on that vintage aesthetic that you're probably used to seeing. So this fits really nicely in sort of a modern era. Another thing that's really great about this watch is that it's running on a mass-produced, very, very reliable movement, which is the ETA 2784. This is an automatic movement that's been modified by Tudor. Obviously has a date complication, hours, minutes, and seconds hand. So you don't really have to worry about too much about replacing parts or anything like that. This is going to be quite seamless for you to kind of wear and be able to wear for quite a long time. Servicing of this is going to be also quite easy. You can obviously go through Tudor, but if you have a reliable watchmaker, they can definitely help you. Another thing that I really like about this watch is the simplicity in the colors that are sort of the color combination of this watch. So it's a stainless steel case with a white fluted bezel, which is a very basic kind of combination. It's not like a yellow gold and white fluted bezel. The dial is silver, so it's not like it's like a blue dial, which means you can only kind of wear it for certain occasions or for certain outfits. It's white, it's a silver dial, stainless steel case, white fluted bezel. So very, very sort of simple palette that you have right here. What's really cool about that is when you mix and match straps, it kind of brings out different colors. So you can, under this lighting, you can kind of see that it's a creamier color, but with this black strap, I think the dial looks a little bit more silver. But if you went for something, if you kind of replace the bracelet with some sort of like light brown strap like this, I think it really brings out, especially in different kind of lightings, it brings out the sort of creaminess of the silver dial really nicely. And so I think that kind of gives it a whole different, you can kind of have a whole different watch by mix and matching straps with this specific watch, which I think is pretty cool. This strap is from Strapsco if you are interested. Not sponsored. They sent that to me for free. I've done a review of the straps on our YouTube channel, but also in the editorial section of our website. We just did a 6-month follow-up on all of the straps that we reviewed for Strapsco, so be sure to check that out as well. One of the things with these types of watches that can be kind of annoying is it's difficult to replace the straps, but what's really cool, this watch has lug holes, which makes it very easy to remove current straps and replace it with the strap of your choice. Obviously you can see that Rolex signed crown there, which is also pretty awesome. So yeah, that is the Tudor Prince Oysterdate from 1983. I think to really sum up this watch, its simplicity really lends itself to kind of your creativity. You can really combine it with whatever you really want, and is a great everyday wear, especially in the sort of the modern era of watches where you are looking for something maybe a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit bigger than 34, 36 millimeters as an everyday wear. And because this is an oyster case, but also kind of is within that sort of dressier side, it really does lend itself to being able to flex into different occasions, whether that's a dressier setting or just an everyday sort of, everyday run around town sort of watch. Like I said, this watch is available on our store, so be sure to head over to Life on the Wrist if you're interested in this watch. There are some additional pictures there that you can check out, and you can also read about it in our article that will be published with this video in the editorial section of our website. So with that said, let me flip perspectives so we can close out the video. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this really beautiful Tudor Prince Oysterdate from the 1980s. I really love this watch. I think it's a phenomenal piece of value. I think it's an amazing piece in its simplicity. I think if you, like I said in the video, I think if you pair it with different straps, it really brings out some different sort of personalities of this watch. I have it on this, like I said, this black rubber strap, which I think gives it a little bit more of a silver dial to this watch. But the brown strap that I had in the video really does bring out those creamier tones. And I think that's a really cool thing about this watch. It also has the lug holes, which I think makes it very easy to mix and match with straps. Like I said, this watch is available on the Life on the Wrist store. If you are interested in seeing some more pictures of the watch, be sure to head over to lifeonthewrist.com. And you can head over to the editorial section where you can find the corresponding article for this specific watch. Like I said, it's simple, it's relatively affordable, and it's just a really great, fun watch to wear, especially at 38 millimeters. The jumbo really does fit a little bit different than just the regular Oyster Prince. Excuse me, the Prince Oysterdate. Yeah, be sure to check that out. If you are new to Life on the Wrist, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like these types of videos. We create videos about watches, just about any topic you can think of. We do videos on that, so be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like those. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this Tudor Prince Oysterdate. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think simple dials, white gold bezel, fluted bezel is just absolutely phenomenal. So be sure to let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button for us, it really does help us out with our YouTube analytics. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for listening to. I keep thinking I'm making a podcast right now. I'm getting crossed on the platforms. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and until next time.